Good morning.
Or whatever. I think it was Napoleon Bonaparte who said an army marches on its stomach. I'm sure he was right. And I'm also sure that if my boys here had been on hand to chronicle the final moments of Waterloo, Napoleon would have also observed, quite rightly, that a television crew marches on caffeine. Believe me when I tell you, the first episode of Dirty Jobs never even would have made it onto the air if it weren't for coffee. We rely on it completely. It is, in fact, the only vice, I think, that we all share collectively. One of them. Anyway, the point is we'd be lost without our caffeine. Doug, come on over here and have a cup. God knows you've earned it. Before we look back at our favorite foods, we begin with a look at our favorite beverage. We went to the premier place in the world for a good cup of coffee, and I spent most of the day just trying to find it.
Is it possible for a guy like me to actually get a cup of coffee here?
When you get done with work.
Okay. What does this have to do with coffee?
Mountain Thunder is an organic coffee farm.
Yeah.
And we build our own fertilizer.
We've got a seaweed ingredient, a ground-up coffee tree, and cherry skins.
Cherry skins?
Well, we call coffee cherry in the fruit stage. And these are the skins after the bean has been removed.
I see. Now, I don't want to contradict you in any way, but where did this come from?
This came from our donkeys.
I'm in Kona on the big island of Hawaii. I've got hours of bean picking, heavy lifting, and donkey poo standing between me and the perfect cup of joe.
This is going to be some great coffee.
They say this compost gives the coffee a richer taste.
Oh, it's nice the way the steam comes off of it. Yeah, it's like the Moors.
Well, Mike, we've got a lot of work to do today. I think we ought to move on to the next process.
Spreading the poo.
With your hand.
Well, of course. I mean, what else would we use?
Riding on a veritable poop machine. Not the most elegant way to travel, but I kept my mouth shut. No point in making an ass of myself.
How big is your operation?
This operation here is 30 acres of organic coffee. We grow elsewhere another 50 acres of organic and over 120 acres of conventional Kona coffee.
Man, you got donkeys, you got goats, you got geese. You're like a petting zoo here. What's up with all the animals?
Well, we need them for fertilizer. They weed the farm for us. Makes less work. We've already got enough work to do without them.
Now, is the quality of the mulch / poo that's used directly
Directly related. An organic coffee is going to have a much more full-bodied cup. Very smooth with buttery aftertaste.
Well, see, the root word of buttery, of course, is bud.
Oh, Mike, not on the tree stalk itself. You'll burn it. You got to pull it back a little bit.
I got
So
you.
the roots come on out about 2 feet, but we want to feed the roots, not the tree.
Right. You smell the poo, don't you? Sure you do. Uh-oh, I got a little bit of yellow on that one.
That's all right. Just watch out for the green.
It takes 3,000 beans to make a pound of coffee. I was picking at a pretty good pace. Seemed like a no-sweat job.
Lola started the same time we did,
Paid by the bean or by the hour?
by the bean.
I made a nickel. And with the beans we've got, the ones in here, perhaps maybe a cup of coffee is going to be forthcoming?
I think that might be in order.
Seems like a lot of beans for one cup.
So on a busy day, we'll do about 400 of these.
These are 100-pound bags.
Yeah. 7 pounds of cherry to make 1 pound of roasted coffee.
So 7-to-1 ratio, so 400 pounds, 7 to 40, you're making something like, you know what I mean, who cares? It's a lot of coffee.
First, the beans are soaked and then sorted. Next, the skins are removed by another machine.
Yesterday's coffee. Good to the last sludge.
Then, the wet beans have to be dried.
Hey, Brent,
Yeah,
do me a favor.
what's that?
Tell me when I'm done.
Oh, you're done.
Next door, we found some beans that were already dried. We put them into a bag and then took them into another room to open the bag.
What's going on?
There's air floating up like an air hockey table. and then it shakes. That's what sorts it. A bean that's heavy and dense will go over that way.
What happens to the rest of the stuff?
The rest of the stuff gets reworked into lower grades.
Hey, Brooke.
Hi.
Coffee is being made right now.
It'll take about 15 minutes. What we're gonna do is we're gonna watch it go up slowly.
Slowly. Not a word I wanted to hear.
So is it ready yet?
No. And then at 4:14, the alarm will go off. So at 4:14, you do not leave the roaster because there's a lot of times someone will come and talk to you and distract you, big time.
Like
You're
me.
gonna burn it, exactly.
Right.
I'm guessing we're gonna drop it at 4:42.
Right, there's 440 right there.
Okay, I'd say 42. Okay, drop it now.
441,
Drop it
dropping
now.
now. Oh, smells good.
Right again. Into another bag. Hey.
What are the odds of getting a cup of coffee?
Well, it'll be about 15 minutes.
Just go ahead. Get started. I'm going to go for a walk. I'll be down here.
Okay.
Give me a shout when it's ready.
I started working for a cup of coffee 12 hours ago. I don't know how these guys do it.
Really?
Yes.
I'm about to enjoy a cup of the world's finest coffee in the middle of a jungle an hour before bedtime. It's been a weird day.